We've got 000 out there. That is Bella Blitz for LA.
And I believe for the first time this bout, that is Hammerhead for the minor assaults. Hammerhead, one of our newer minor assaults, trying to show off her stuff today.
Yes, in that little tutu. It's so cute. We've got Bella Blitz coming around, scoring some points. Let's see, can she get through? Absolutely.
Making it through there on that first scoring pass with about 33 seconds left in the jam. Coming up for another scoring pass. Makes it through on the low. Hammerhead still stuck in the back. Red is trying to give some offensive help to Hammerhead.
Bella's coming through, trying to get the last points.
Kitty Joe delivering some good offense there on the high and a big hit to the low, but Bella Blitz able to make it through, pick up all those points. Bella got her points and called the jam off. That's what you gotta do.
That is true. Let's see. We've got 1997 out there. That is Jolteon.
And that's Rainbow Crash for the minor assaults. Rainbow Crash sneaking around, doing a rail spin there. Jolteon still fighting in the front of the pack. And that's Princess Leia doing some offensive work for Jolteon there. Strong red wall and strong black wall there.
Taylor Terror and Black Eyed Peas holding in the jammer along with Jaws on the high. Choking Hazard is also helping the minor assaults fight off this jammer who is pushing very hard.
This jam is halfway done and no jammer is out yet. Two really strong walls here.
We've got 15 seconds left on this jammer clock.
Rainbow
Neither
Crash
jammer
once again
is out.
Almost out, and that was Furious George taking Rainbow Crash to the high. Just a few seconds left. Very strong defensive efforts there from both teams. We've got Sally Slayer jamming for the minor assaults.
And that's Slim Reaper number 36. Do I have that right? Yes, 36 for LA. Slim is out and coming back around while Sally Slayer is still stuck behind that pack.
Some great offense there from Jinx for LA. Sally Slayer right on the tail of that jammer.
Making them call it. Pretty sure LA got all 5 points.
Five
yes, they
points. And it looks like Black picked up a blocker penalty in the last jam. And we're going to have a timeout. A timeout for the minor assaults. All right, and remember to stick around for our next bout of the day and last bout of day one of Chingadera. That'll be the LA Derby Dolls against San Diego Derby United.
Yes, that should be a really good game. I'm looking forward to it. All right, timeout is over. A little bit more than 2 minutes left in this quarter before halftime. We've got Rage back out there for LA.
And Choking Hazard for the minor assaults. Some impressive juking there from Rage.
Some great defense by your minor assaults.
Both jammers out at the same time.
Oh.
Choking. Oh, And we have a lead change. LA holding back that 1 point, but because LA was in the back, I think Choking Hazard was able to pick up 3 points there.
Yes,
yep,
they were.
3 points for Choking Hazard and 2 for LA.
They made it worth it. Looks like Princess Leia is back out for your LA Jammer.
Sorry. And that's Zippy Hippie for the minor assaults. Princess Leia, right? Yes.
Yes.
Princess Leia out first there in turn 1.
Zippy is trying to make her way out of the pack, although is hit to the infield. Princess Leia coming through.
Zippy Hippie fighting against that LA wall there. Minor assaults are trying to play some offense for her.
Zippy makes her way out, but is not your lead jammer. Princess Leia remains lead and calls it.
Yeah, Princess Leia was going for that jammer point and was able to pick it up before calling it off. All right, we're going to have a power jam for the minor assaults. We're going to have a challenge on that jammer penalty for LA.
Looks like we've got some deliberation out there with the refs to see if there is indeed going to be a power jam or if maybe the challenge is going to be rescinded?
Overturned.
Overturned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where's the word I'm looking for?
You get 1 challenge a half. There's only 24 seconds left in this half, and especially for a jammer penalty, it's a good time to use it.
Yes. I always wish I was in that ref circle, knowing what they were talking about.
I want to know all the drama and the gossip. I want to know exactly what they're talking about. All right, while this challenge is being deliberated, don't forget about our snack bar if you're hungry. Or our merch booth if you want to bring home a souvenir. A little pick-me-up, a little Red Bull. They have Red Bull.
There's Celsius.
Cash only.
Got a little bit of everything over there.
A little
Some
bit
Skittles.
of everything.
All right, let's see what's going to happen here.
Ooh, got to get our official announcement. The penalty's upheld. It was a back block penalty. It's been upheld. Thank you to our amazing refs for telling me so I can tell you.
Yes, back blocks are no good. They're not allowed.
They're not allowed. It's a penalty.
It is.
If you believe
it's a
it.
penalty.
That's a penalty. What can you do? What can you do? Yeah.
So that means it's going to be a power jam for your minor assaults. It's going to be a
24
great
seconds.
time to,
This jam will
decrease the
close
spread.
out the first half. And LA also picked up a blocker penalty, so Red will have the blocker advantage as well. This is a great opportunity for the minor assaults to put some more points on the board. It is 30 minor assaults, 142 LA Junior Derby Dolls.
We've got Rainbow Crash out there as your jammer trying to get some points on this power jam.
Big hit delivered there by Bella Blitz on the low to Rainbow Crash. I thought I noticed Bella Blitz likes the low.
Yes.
They're really able to cover that and hold it down. Rainbow Crash still in the pack, being held up on the high, sneaking around there. Taylor Terror trying to play some offense in the front. So is Princess Jaws.
Rage is doing a great job of blocking Rainbow Crash here.
24 seconds left in the power jam. Rainbow Crash still not out. Strong defense there from the LA Junior Derby Dolls. Minor Assaults are trying to play some offense. Just 8 seconds left. So at this point, you might hear some skaters saying to let them go, let Crash go. Or you might sometimes hear people from the bench say, just skate, just skate. That's letting
right.
your team know there is not enough time left. It's better to just skate clean, avoid picking up penalties unnecessarily so that you can be full for the next jam.
Yeah, and save your energy too. Looks like that's going to bring us to the half.
We have a 15-minute halftime here. So feel free to stretch your legs, grab a snack, do what you will, and we'll be back to the action shortly. All right, 22 seconds left in the halftime until we're back to the action for the second half of our youth exposition game.
That's right. We have switched benches now. So your minor assaults for Arizona Derby Dames are now close bench, and LA Junior Derby Dolls are now far bench.
We are going to start off the second half with both teams fielding a full pack or a full line.
That's right. Nobody is in the penalty box, which is always fun to have a full pack.
Sally Slayer is starting off the second half jamming.
Go, Sally.
Hello.
We've got Kitten Crush out there for LA.
Slim Reaper doing some strong blocking on the high of the of the minor assaults jammer.
We've got some strong defense by your minor assaults, holding that LA jammer back, while Sally Slayer is your lead jammer here.
It looks like that's Rainbow Crash positioning themselves to play offense for Sally. Ooh, Sally's taken to the infield by the LA jammer who's trying to get around that blocker on the low.
Yeah, Kitten Crush was telling Sally, no, not right now, although Sally is trying to get more points as they are on their scoring pass here.
Crash trying to sweep out for the low. Ooh, Sally takes a tumble. Recovers and calls it off. I think Sally was still able to get a good amount of points there, even though they took that tumble.
I think so too. Looks like she got all 5.
5 points there for Sally Slayer.
We've got Furious George out there for LA, number 74.
And Zippy Hippie for the minor assaults, number 444. Ooh. A bit of chaos there right off the
Taylor
line.
Terror pushes Furious George to the infield. Although they get out and are now lead jammer.
Red trying to play some offense. Red jammer still in the pack there. Strong defensive wall there from the LA Junior Derby Dolls. And it looks like, Zippy Hippie was trying to play some defense there. And we've got a strong wall from Red in the front. Furious George trying to push them out of play. Eight points there for Black.
A few penalties being called here.
And we've got quite a few penalties. Oh, just 3. It always looks like marks, I think, when they write red, that's another penalty. So 3 penalties total being dropped.
We've got Princess Leia out there jamming for LA. And
that's-
Rainbow
yeah,
Crash
Rainbow Crash.
for the minor assaults.
Neither jammer out yet. Oh, Rainbow Crash out on the high. Coming up for a scoring pass. Red has a strong wall there.
We got Crash coming around, trying to get some points.
Choking hazard and Black Eyed Please trying to play some offense there. Rainbow Crash getting those points and calling it off. 4 points there for Rainbow Crash in that last jam. And we've got number 01, Hammerhead, jamming again for the minor assaults.
And that is Slim Reaper, number 36 for LA. Hammy's got some fans in the stands.
LA's jammer is out first in turn 1. Hammy still fighting behind that strong LA wall.
Slim is pushed to the infield by the red defensive players.
Ooh, a little tumble there, but strong recovery from Slim, who's able to make a full scoring pass and come around again with 25 seconds left in the jam. Hammy still not out yet.
Slim coming up on a strong red wall, trying to get more points. We've got Jolteon doing some nice O to get Slim out.
And the jam clock expires. 10 points there for the LA Junior Derby Dolls.
Looks like we've got Smackaroni back out on the jammer line for LA.
And Princess Jaws for the minor assaults. Slay Adams opening up the high there for the jammer. Great offense there. Princess Jaws trying to get out.
Number 97 is holding in Princess Jaws. That's your grease frightening for LA. Smackaroni is coming around to get some points. Jaws is out.
Red trying to wall up to hold that jammer in and protect their points. And we're going to have a timeout. It'll be an official timeout.
Looks like consulting some of the refs outside of the track and inside the track of what might be happening here.
We've got 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Our score is 39 for the minor assaults, 160 for the LA Junior Derby Dolls. All right.
Let's try this again.
We've got Rainbow Crash jamming for the minor assaults.
Looks like Rage is out there for LA.
Rage is out in turn one as the lead jammer. Rainbow Crash stuck behind a strong LA tripod.
Rage is coming in hot. Trying to score some points. Taylor Terra tries to stop her, but she just keeps on going.
Rainbow Crash still stuck behind. I believe that is Choking Hazard trying to play some offense for Rainbow Crash. Another scoring pass there from the LA jammer.
We've got 25 seconds left in this jam. Plenty of time to score some more points. Crash is out.
LA playing offense so that Rage can get those last points and call it off.
Looks like LA scored 14 points in that last jam.
We're going to have Black Eyed Please jamming for the minor assaults. And minor assaults picked up a few blocker penalties, so they'll only have 2 blockers out there to help out Black Eyed Please.
That's Winsley Adams out there.
Black Eyed
Choking
Please
Hazard giving them a run for their money.
Black Eyed Please out as lead jammer, followed closely by the LA jammer. Red trying to hold points for Black Eyed Please there.
Black Eyed Please gets some points and calls it. How many did they get?
3 points for Black Eyed Please.
Nicely done. We've got a challenge by the red team. Not quite sure what we're challenging here, but we're going to find out.
All right. The officials are deliberating this challenge. All right, I believe what is being challenged is a jammer penalty for the red team. Yes, so I believe we're deliberating on whether or not that penalty is going to be upheld. So that is what they are discussing.
These are very important challenges because if it is upheld, then it's a power for LA.
All right, yeah, it looks like what was dropped was a... Oh, we're going to hear the official verdict. All right, so the back block was being challenged. The penalty is upheld. The challenge was lost, so it will be a power jam for the Junior Derby Dolls.
So this is going to be all D for the minor assaults. And we've got 512 out there. That's Ziggy Stardust doing the power jam for LA.
Rainbow Crash taking Ziggy Stardust to the low at the end of the straightaway. Ziggy Stardust caught behind a few red blockers, but they're out of play. That is Zippy Hippie stuck behind LA 4-wall. LA is able to define the pack by keeping one red blocker back. If LA is able to hold that red blocker back, ideally, the red skaters would be close to out of play, and that's less work for your jammer to have to do.
We've got 18 seconds left in this jam. Ziggy's
That's
still coming
enough time,
around.
yeah, for someone fast to get up there one more time.
Can red hold her off? Let's see. Nice recycling.
All right, Ziggy Stardust fighting. And I think that they were able to pick up those points because those red skaters might have been out of play. Let's see what they say. 15 points for Ziggy Stardust in that last jam. They were able to get those points.
Looks like red is going to be down one.
And that is Princess Jaws jamming for the minor assaults.
We've got 9-2-6 for LA. That's Princess Leia.
Two princesses.
Both princesses.
Two princesses
and
jamming.
Princess Jaws is out as your lead jammer.
Princess Jaws is looking at the pack, sizing it up, trying to figure out where she's going to go.
Princess Leia still in the pack. A strong red wall in the front holding Princess Leia off. Although she's out now. And Jaws cause it.
Looks like both teams were not able to pick up any points in that last jam.
We've got Jolteon back out on the jammer line for LA.
And Kitty Joe once again for the minor assaults. Ooh, Jolteon
gets right out.
Out right away. They're really putting the speed on now, running through the straightaway. Kitty Joe
trying to get out.
Still in the pack. Jolteon taken to the infield there, but they're able to recover. Plenty of time for another scoring pass for LA.
Kitty Joe is still behind those LA defensive players, while Jolteon snakes on by. 20 seconds left in this jam.
Red is walling up, trying to protect their points and neutralize. Oh, Jolteon sneaking through on the low there in the apex.
Yeah, Jinx had some nice offense there on the low.
Just a few seconds, but I think Jolteon is going for it. Yep, definitely able to pick up 1 point in that last scoring pass.
Looks like we got Slim Reaper out there again for LA and Kamikaze for your minor assaults.
All right, 17 points for LA in that last jam. Our score is 42 minor assaults, 208 junior derby dolls.
Here we go.
Sorry, Allie.
No, I already announced the jammers, but then there was some time, there was a delay trying to figure out the points, so.
I'll tell you again, it's Kamikaze number 8 for the minor assaults.
And that's Slim Reaper number 36 for LA. Kamikaze's out as your lead jammer.
Karma coming around for a scoring pass. The LA jammer, it looks like, is playing some defense and trying to use the chaos to get out. I'm not sure. 5 points for the minor assaults in the last jam. And we have Rainbow Crash jamming again for the minor assaults.
And we've got Honey BB out there for LA.
Rainbow Crash sneaking through on the low. They didn't even see them.
Yeah, went right on by.
Honey BB still fighting against, oh, not fighting anymore. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, BB's now out. Rainbow Crash is coming around to get some points before BB comes around. Crash calls it. Let's see.
2 points for Rainbow Crash in the last jam.
Looks like we've got Furious George back out on the jammer line for LA.
And Sally Slayer for the minor assaults. I love the name Furious George. I think it's so cute.
And they're pretty furious.
I always love the minor assaults names, or the youth skater names.
The youth skaters. They're very creative.
So cute.
Much more clever than me.
Furious George out in turn 1.
She is making her way around and very furious. Living up to her name.
Red Jammer still in. And that is Taylor Terror on the high, holding back Furious George. Furious George able to make it out, coming around for a second scoring pass.
Sally trying really hard to get past that LA blocker. Slim is just holding them in.
And we are going to have a quick official timeout.
The computer cut out of the music. We are trying to get it back on. This was bizarre timing, honestly. We're back in business. Thank you, Volti. We've got a little less than 1 minute left in this third quarter.
Sorry about the music. I don't know. The laptop locked itself. Y'all know how it is.
Sometimes it be like that, you know? But we're back. The
Thanks,
music is
Allie.
back.
You're
Everybody
so
is back.
gracious.
Waiting on that whistle. Here we go.
All right, that's Zippy Hippie jamming for the minor assaults.
And we've got Bella Blitz back out on the jammer line.
Bella Blitz really juking to get through the pack there.
Zippy trying to break away, and she does.
Ooh, almost stumbles, but able to, oh. I don't know.
Looks like we've got Kid and Crush back out on the jammer line for LA.
And Black Eyed Please for the minor assaults.
Crush gets right out on the high and is out as lead jammer.
It looks like that's number 10 Cents, Jinx, that was playing some good defense there on the red jammer. Black Eyed Please able to make it out. Forcing the call off for LA there.
That's 4 points for LA scored, bringing it up to 227.
Rainbow Crash will be jamming again for the minor assaults.
We got Smackaroni jamming for LA out there. Smackaroni gets by on the low and is out as lead jammer.
Rainbow Crash still in the pack for red as Smackaroni comes up for the first scoring pass. And those red blockers are out of play, so they have to yield to the LA jammer.
There's 30 seconds left of this jam.
And that is Samaya Mayhem trying to play some offense for Rainbow Crash in the back.
A nice red wall holding Smackaroni in. 14
Also-
more seconds, though.
Also some strong defense from LA there, too, holding up Rainbow Crash. Just a few seconds left in this jam. And that is going to bring our third quarter to the end. We'll have a 5-minute quarter break. And it looks like the next quarter will start off with a power jam for the LA Junior Derby Dolls. So we will see you in just about 5 minutes.
Just a few more seconds before we start this fourth quarter. If you remember, there was a penalty on the red jammer, and this is a power for the LA Junior Derby Dolls.
That is Greased Frightening, doing the honors here, and a light pack for the minor assaults as well. This is an ideal situation if you are LA, and the worst situation if you are the minor assaults.
Correct.
Because of all the penalties, the first skater that the LA jammer passes is going to be 4 points because of a ghost point for every single skater sitting in the penalty box.
That is correct. We've got red in the back trying to play some defense. Holding Grease Frightening back nicely. Keeping the pack fast.
And that is Choking Hazard, taking Grease Frightening up to the rail. And now that's Black Eyed Please taking Grease Frightening up to the rail. Calling it off. A strong power jam there, able to get 10 points for the LA Junior Derby Dolls.
Looks like we've got, is that Jolteon back out there? That is for LA.
And that is Sally Slayer for the minor assaults. All right, Red had too many blockers in the box because a penalty was assessed on a blocker last jam. But they've rectified that situation.
Jolteon is almost out, but is blocked by Taylor Terror.
Princess Jaws taking Jolteon to the low.
Sally Slayer trying to get out, and she makes it as your lead jammer.
Strong defense from the red team happening right now. LA is trying to open something up so their jammer can get out. And they do get out on the low as Sally comes up for a scoring pass.
Sally trying to get some more points before she calls it.
3 points there for Sally Slayer in the last jam. And we've got Rainbow Crash jamming again for the minor assaults.
Looks like we've got Rage with the star for LA.
Looks like both LA and the minor assaults picked up a blocker penalty, so they both only have 3 blockers. Ooh, Rage making it out right away. Some impressive juking there.
Really is. Choking Hazard is doing an excellent job trying to play some defense. Crash is out, and Rage is calling it.
All right, and that is Kitty Joe jamming for the minor assaults.
Looks like we've got Bella Blitz out there again for LA.
All right, and the Junior Derby Dolls only have 2 blockers in the box right now. So full defensive. Ooh, impressive juking there, and impressive cut through the pack.
Kitty Joe is now out, but not lead.
Bella Blitz coming up to score some points, coming up to a strong red wall. So right there, I don't know if you noticed, but Bella Blitz told her 2 blockers to run, and that would cause a split pack. That forces the back wall of minor assaults to also have to run up. When you have a fast wall, it's easier to get through than a very slow wall. So that gave Bella Blitz a little bit of wiggle room to get those points.
Sure did. Now we've got LA as your lead, and Princess Jaws right behind her. Calling it off, that's Ziggy Stardust.
Kitty Joe jamming again for the minor assaults.
We've got Kitten Crush out there for LA jamming.
We got a full blocker pack out there as well.
Kitty Joe fighting to get away from LA, while Taylor Terror is holding in that jammer, and Kitty Joe is out as lead.
We've got a jammer race here. Both jammers putting the speed on. Kitty Joe coming up to a 4 wall of LA skaters and calls it just as she gets up to the wall. Wasn't able to pick up any points there.
Looks like we've got Wensley Adams back out on the jammer line for LA.
And Rainbow Crash jamming again for the minor assaults. Rainbow Crash coming up with speed, almost able to get out, taken to the low.
Oh, Wensley Adams is out as lead, but Rainbow Crash is right behind her.
Rainbow Crash is putting the speed on.
It makes Wensley Adams call it. I don't believe any points were scored.
I know,
there.
yeah, LA was holding a point back, but Wensley Adams was not able to get it before the jam was called off.
All right, we got Slim Reaper back out there on the jammer line for LA.
And that is Karmakaze for the minor assaults.
Looks like LA is down 1 blocker. Taylor Terror in the front trying to hold the jammer off.
But Taylor is out of play.
Out of play, yep, and Slim is now your lead jammer.
Karmakaze making it through, and yes, able to get out. LA trying to play some offense there. Help their jammer get all those blocker points. And I believe Slim was able to pick up at least 3, maybe even 4. We're going to have an official timeout. 8 minutes and 22 seconds left in the final quarter of this bout. Our next bout is going to be San Diego Derby United and the adult LA Derby Dolls.
Yes, I believe that is scheduled to start at 5:15. So don't go anywhere once this bout is over. Well, you could take a break if you wanted, honestly.
There'll be a break. You can stretch your legs.
Yeah.
Get a little snack. But you better be back here at 5:15.
An elixir, maybe?
An elixir?
If you're feeling it. I don't know. Maybe some water. Whatever floats your boat.
Our score is 52 for the minor assaults, 257 for the LA Junior Derby Dolls. That is Sally Slayer jamming for the minor assaults.
And we've got number 10. That's Jinx for LA.
It looks like the minor assaults are sitting a blocker. Jinx is able to get out.
Jinx is out as lead.
I think Sally Slayer was trying to follow Jinx out of the pack, but unfortunately was unsuccessful right off the line.
Zippy is now out, and Jinx gets all of those points and calls it.
Something I've noticed is that the Junior Derby Dolls are doing a really great job of having a coordinated offense. I see very often more than one skater, 2 or 3, working together to take out a couple of people.
Yeah, they are executing very nicely out there.
I think it's very beneficial because you can probably take, you could probably take one person out, but if you're 2 people, you got it.
Oh, Furious George out there just slipping by on the low and is your lead jammer now.
And I believe that is Sally Slayer. Yes, Sally Slayer is
It
out.
is.
Red trying to wall up in the back there to hold Furious George.
These are some quick jams. Getting points, calling it, on to the next one. Who do we got out there now? Looks like Smackaroni, number 64 for LA.
And Rainbow Crash for the minor assaults. I love the name Smackaroni.
Me too.
It like really rolls off the tongue.
It does. And Smackaroni just slides on by. Is your lead jammer.
Rainbow Crash still in the pack as Smackaroni comes up for a first scoring pass. Princess Straws trying to play some defense there, but Smackaroni does a little fancy footwork to make it through. Rainbow Crash out, trying to force the call off here.
Red trying to wall up. Smackaroni calls it off. Looks like we've got Rage back out there on the jammer line for LA. That's Sally Slayer for your minor assaults.
Both jammers coming in hot to the pack there, but LA gets out first.
Sally Slayer is now out as well, but not lead.
Rage takes the low in the turn there and scoops up all 4 of those blocker points. We're going to have a timeout for the minor assaults here. 5 minutes and 23 seconds left in official time. And don't forget, everybody, we have a whole second day of Chingadera action tomorrow. All the amazing teams you saw today will be playing again tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow's going to be really exciting because it leads up to
the after party.
Oh, well, yeah, that.
I
was going to say a winner
party.
of Chingadera, but yes, the after party is going to be at Wilderness Brewery if you didn't know. So if you are going to be around tomorrow, and even if you're not, come join us at Wilderness.
Wilderness Brewery is a great location. They have food and beverages.
And a great outdoor space to hold all of us.
A great outdoor space to enjoy the beautiful weather.
Yes, exactly. And it's family friendly. All ages are welcome.
It is family friendly. I love that about Wilderness.
Yes. You do not have to be 21 or older. You can be 1 and older.
No babies. 1 or older.
Well, you could be 1 day or older. How about that?
1 day or older. No newborns. All right, Princess Jaws is jamming for the minor assaults.
And that's Honey BB for LA out there.
Choking Hazard taking Honey BB to the rail there. Great defense by Choking Hazard.
Choking Hazard is definitely saying, you're not getting by me right now. Although,
we also got some strong defense from, I believe that is Furious George on Princess Jaws.
Honey BB coming around on her scoring pass.
Red walling up in the front. Strong
Choking
wall
Hazard
there.
again trying to make some stop.
Princess Jaws is out. LA is playing some offense there for their jammer. Trying to help that jammer get
Honey
those final
BB
blocker
is calling
points.
it.
Ooh, and I heard a penalty dropped on a jammer, so we are going to have a power jam. And the penalty was dropped on the minor assaults jammer. So this power jam will be for the LA Junior Derby Dolls.
And that's going to be Rage out there jamming for this power jam.
Red will also be down a blocker as well. All right, looks like LA has an advantageous position set up off the whistle. Red's going to try to get together here.
LA is holding back Kitty Joe, fighting to get to the front.
Choking Hazard tries to stop that jammer on the high, but is unsuccessful. Rage is coming around for a second scoring pass as LA is holding a point in the back for their jammer.
I think that's Kamikaze because Choking Hazard is in the penalty box.
Oh, you're right. It was Kamikaze. Thank you, Allie.
No problem. Ooh. Rage says, not today.
Big hit there. On to Kitty Joe. Kitty Joe and Kamikaze. Trying to play some defense in the front there. And that is an end to that power jam. Let's see how many points LA was able to pick up.
Unfortunately, there was some blocking out of play.
And it was a 20-point power jam for the Junior LA Derby Dolls.
That brings the score to 300.
Looks like we are going to have now a power jam for the minor assaults. The ping-ponging power jams.
Ping-ponging power jams, and Zippy Hippie is going to be doing it for the minor assaults.
Zippy Hippie trying to wiggle through the pack there. Red playing offense for Zippy. Zippy Hippie almost out, but LA recycles in front of them.
Who was holding them.
That is the worst when you're almost out and get recycled in front of.
It really is.
Zippy Hippie still fighting. That was Rainbow Crash trying to play some offense there. Zippy Hippie
choking
still in
hazard
the pack.
allows Zippy a hole, and she's finally out with 18 seconds left.
That is enough time, hopefully, to get some points. We'll see if Red's able to play offense and hold a point back. Just a few seconds
playing
left.
The accordion, although Red does have a goad.
All right, it looks like Zippy was able to pick up a few points there. 3 points there in that power jam for the minor assaults. And we have Hammerhead jamming once again.
We've got Greased Frightening out there for LA. Greased Frightening is out before turn 1.
Hammerhead fighting in the back of the pack there. Princess Straws and Karmakaze trying to play some offense.
Greased Frightening reading the pack, makes her way out on the low and is coming back around on a second scoring pass.
Hammerhead still stuck in the pack.
Hammy is now out but not lead. Some good defense by Red, although Greased Frightening is out again. I believe that was 9 points. Yes, 9 points for LA on that jam.
Rainbow Crash is jamming again for the minor assaults.
We've got Princess Leia out there for LA. Princess Leia is now out as lead jammer.
Rainbow Crash still stuck behind. It looks like that is Slim Reaper from the Junior Derby Dolls.
Sally Slayer doing some nice defense on the LA jammer, but she is able to get by and is coming around on another scoring pass. That's Princess Leia jamming.
Rainbow Crash still in the back of the pack, but makes it through. And time has expired on the regulation game clock. So this will be the last jam of regulation.
We'll see if there were any penalties in that last jam that might take us into overtime, but let's see.
So at the end of regulation, our score is 55 minor assaults, 317 Junior Derby Dolls. But we are going to have a penalty jam. So we are having
indeed.
This penalty jam because the leading team, LA Derby Dolls, did pick up a penalty in the last jam. And the minor assaults did not pick up any penalties. So they're able to get another chance to put some points on the board.
Looks like we got Zippy Hippie out there for this power jam for the minor assaults.
Yeah, it was a penalty on the LA Jammer as well. So Zippy Hippie will be doing the honors here. So if you are the Junior Derby Dolls in this situation, you just really want to skate clean to prevent another power jam.
Yes.
Ooh, Zippy Hippie almost makes it out.
Let's go, Zippy. You got it.
But that blocker did come off the track, so Zippy is able to just continue going with about 40 seconds left in the jam. Quite a bit of time to pick up some points.
It's a nice 3-wall in the back by LA. Zippy trying to get through to score some points.
We've got Karmakaze playing some offense there. 20 seconds left on the clock for Zippy Hippie. LA is trying to keep the pack fast and tire out the Minor Assaults jammer.
Looks like Princess Jaws is trying to get one to help her jammer out, but was unsuccessful. Trying again.
All right, Jaws looks like was successful this time at holding a point
Yes.
back.
A little bit of a tumble out there.
Not
Looks
quite
like
able to get those last points there. 5 points for the Minor Assaults in that last power jam.
that brings the score up for the Miners to 60.
And we'll see if any penalties were dropped, and if there'll be another power jam, or excuse me, penalty jam. There will be another penalty jam.
Oh, wow.
And Rainbow Crash will be jamming for this second penalty jam for the Minor Assaults.
And we've got Rage back out there for this penalty jam for LA. And Rage went right on by on the high and calls it.
So the reason that a leading team might call it off immediately like that is because they don't want to get another penalty jam. They want to limit the amount of time they have to get penalties and end it.
End it, that's right.
Because you can have an infinite number of penalty jams, potentially. All right, and it is 3:17 for LA Junior Derby Dolls, the winners of this youth bout. Come give the winning team high fives. And make sure to stick around to watch San Diego Derby United take on LA Derby Dolls X in our final bout of day 1 of Chingadera.